Hello everyone and welcome to another Daily Dose of Drupal. As always, I'm Shane. You can follow me on Twitter at smthomas3. You can also sign up for the CodeKarate.com newsletter. Today we're going to be talking about the Field Collection module. It's a module I learned about fairly recently, but it is extremely useful and it's probably one of my favorite modules in all honesty. It's not something you're going to use every day, but we'll go ahead and get started. I already have it downloaded and installed on my Drupal 7 site. So you'll notice the Field Collection module has been installed. You can set permissions for it, of course. We're going to go ahead and configure it. It says there are no field collections that have been defined yet. So we're going to go ahead and show you what this can do. An example of this is the example that's used in the documentation is to add a content type called playlists and then add a bunch of songs with, maybe the artist along with it, and so you can have a grouping of fields that you can add multiple items to one content type. So we're going to go ahead and go through that example. We're going to call it playlist. Going to keep everything else the same. And for playlist, we're going to go manage field. So the title is going to be the playlist name. The body can be the description of the playlist. But we're going to add a field collection field. And we're going to call this songs. You can either select the hidden widget or the embedded. I'm going to go ahead and select the embedded. I'm going to click save. Now it says the song has no field settings. That's okay. We'll go ahead and let's say we can set everything else. Looks good. So we'll save that. Now it's a field collection, so we need to come back into the field collection configuration settings. We'll go to configure, and now you can see our field shows up here. So now, as you can see, you can manage fields within this field. So a song may have a title of the song. We'll go ahead and call it song title. And we'll call that a text field. Keep everything else the same. Add its defaults, and we'll also go song artist. We'll also make that a text field, but you could of course use any types of fields. In fact, you could use a field collection within a field collection, but in this case we're just going to keep two text fields. We'll save that, and now if we come back to our original content type of playlist, you'll see everything looks the same. We can come into the display, and it shows that it's going to show you the field collection items. You could change this format. We're going to keep it the basic. You can of course change it and see how that changes things. We'll go ahead and add a playlist. Call this My Songs. And you can see down here, it has a song title and song artist. It's only showing one here. That's because I forgot to allow multiple items. Let's go back in here to the content type, into playlists, and we'll go into manage fields. Go back to songs, and we're going to allow number of values to be unlimited. You could change this to more than one, but we're going to leave this unlimited so you can dynamically add as many as you need. Now we're going to go back to that and add a playlist. My songs. And now you can see we have a title. Song title 1. Song artist 1. You can add another item. Title 2, artist 2, and then obviously you could put real songs in here. But the cool thing is you can of course rearrange it, change it up once you save it, and this is what the embedded widget allows you to do, is to change that within the edit screen there. Once you're on the view, this is the node view of this playlist. You can also edit right from here, so you can edit this particular song. So I can change the title, save that. You'll notice it's now represented. I can delete specific items. I can also add a new one. and that will drop it in the bottom. And as you can see, it allows you to build a collection of fields together and use that to expand a single content type. So the content type is playlists, but a playlist may have multiple songs. If this was just a list of song titles, you wouldn't need the field collection module. You could just use the text field and allow unlimited options for that. But since we need, since a song is a grouping of title and artist, the field collection module allows you to do that. Another real-world example of where I'm using this is I am building a web application that has an estimating system. The estimate has a title, but there are multiple sections within an estimate, and each estimate section may have a title of its own, a description, an amount value, or a time value, something like that. It gets a little more complicated than that, but it's the basic idea. It uses the same module. It allows you to build out a content type using the field collection module and a grouping of fields. So go ahead and give it a try and see what you think. If you're building web applications, it's probably not something you're going to use on a basic Drupal site or a basic business website, but it is something if you're building any type of web application where you need to manage multiple content types and multiple field groupings, it can definitely be a big time saver. So go ahead and give it a try, and as always, thanks for watching.